Hello and welcome to today's video. This time I'm delighted to be joined by my friend Callum as we begin to explore his incredible vintage Corgi diecast collection. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then Callum, so this is the first one. What is this one then? So we're looking at your farm stuff today, aren't we?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so I'm predominantly a Corgi farm collector. So I predominantly focus on the agricultural models of kind of like the late 50s up to the late 70s. So that kind of 20-year span of Corgi toys. So we're going to focus on today is the kind of the gift sets kind of things. There is a lot to kind of go through.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do the gift sets today. I think that's one of my favourite parts of the collection because it really does kind of show the models. And if you like me, I love the kind of artwork on the boxes as well, the colours and the kind of depictions of the tractors
they are
on the box.
fantastic, aren't they? Yeah.
They're lovely. Yeah, and of course, you know, Corgi's always recognisable for blue and yellow.
You see a mile off, can't you? You can actually spot this a mile off. Less so than the Dinky or even Matchbox. They're so uniform in a lot of cases, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, Jules, with your toy fair videos, like I said, you see dealers that have got a lot of Corgi on the table. You can definitely see that from miles away. So it does work.
Absolutely. I had no idea that Corgi had produced just so much like farming and agricultural stuff.
Nor did I when I first started collecting it, to be honest. Like I said, I'm really too young to have these as a kid myself.
Me too. Even me. Yeah.
So I had my dad's hand-me-downs as a kid, and that's where I had my first love for these models. So it was during lockdown, really. I was like, you know, I was on furlough from my job, so I was a bit more. I was like, I need a hobby, and toys just came up, and I've kind of started collecting since then. So everything you see, I've kind of started collecting since about 2021.
Wow, okay, so fairly new then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just looking behind me, and we'll see it in a minute. I mean, an incredible array, but I've always sort of said with yourself, Callum, that you're really dedicated.
Yes.
There is no avenue left, like, you know, untracked. You follow everything, every little lead. And well, it's paid off, hasn't it? You know, I've been able to get some bits that have come your way, haven't I?
Yes,
through your little finds and stuff.
Like it just started off as a hobby, and you know, I've got a real love for it, as you can say, a real passion, and especially Corgi agricultural. I mean, I haven't got everything. There's still lots for me out there to collect, and we'll go more into that. And maybe if any of your viewers out there might have something they're willing to sell, that'd be great. I think we've done it in the past. If you'll put the email address in, and that'd be wonderful. But again, that's part of being a collector, and I think that is the fun. It's trying to find these models in tip-top condition and trying to find the rarer kind of variants, and we'll go on to variants a bit later on in the video as well. But we'll start off with this one. So this is gift set number 7.
Absolutely. So I see the number 7 on the end of the box there.
That's right, yeah. And it is, I believe, it's a Massey Ferguson 65 tractor and a tipper trailer. So take the packing piece off by all means. You can get a real.
So that's what came with it to keep it sort of in position.
That's correct. Yeah. So I try my best to get sets that have the original pieces with them, because again, I wasn't there as a kid going into these toy shops picking them out with my pocket money. So I'm trying to recreate that Corgi shop feel and try and get them as mint as possible.
It's hard to envisage what it must have been like to go into a shop and see the full range. Like,
well, I'm sure your viewers will tell us how. I mean, I wish we had time machines, and just go back.
Just looking at pictures of it. Now this is nice, and I always like the Corgis which are on plinths.
Yes,
it's just something about them, a bit special. Makes them easy to display, of course, as well. You know,
it does. Yeah. No, definitely. I think it adds that little extra. And again, it's so nice to find it because I mean, as a kid, you didn't care about the box, so that often got thrown out. Yeah, like you said, and so it's nice to find these bits still complete. So we'll go on to variants a little bit. So this is kind of, I think, the first set they released, if knowledge corrects me, I think they sold roughly about 80,000 units of this one.
Wow.
It's quite a lot. It did very well, and Massey Ferguson 65, as we noticed, the earlier ones, they tend to have a black steering wheel. I do have variants on their own with a red seat as well. That's quite a common fact. And a lot of these tractors, they'll have different shades, slightly different shades of paint as well, and the early ones are all metal. They have the metal wheels, and later kind of issues would have plastic wheels. So these are all little things to look out for, and this is the kind of point in my collecting where I'm at now. I'm just looking for these tiny little variants to have and try and collect, because they're all hand painted, all hand assembled, and that leaves a lot of room for error or play, you know, however you look at it. And for a collector, it's really exciting. So
yeah, brilliant.
But we'll start. Yeah, so this is kind of our first one.
First one, okay.
And excellent. Yeah.
Shall I slide that one over here?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll move on. This next one is gift set 29, and you'd be thinking, oh, Callum, why are we bringing out the same gift set again?
Oh yeah, it looks almost identical.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And well, in theory, it is the same gift set, but if you can try and spot the difference.
So with driver.
That's it.
So that is just it. They released it with
that is the main difference. Now this set is very scarce.
Oh, okay.
I think in the Great Book of Corgi, I think it was somewhere between like 10 to 18,000 units. So compare that with 80 to 100,000 on the first run. So obviously, I don't know, the executives at the time must have thought, well, we'll bring out these drivers. So it was a later set, so they kind of re-released it with a different number.
It's got a silver seat, I see, and a silver steering wheel.
Yes, yeah. Any other differences you could spot?
Possibly, no, not obvious, but is it anything with the wheels?
That's right, yeah.
The wheels, right.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if we can kind of compare them a little bit side by side. It's the variant. So the paint is also darker. I don't know if you can see in the light as well.
Okay, right.
So slightly dark red paint on it. Hopefully the camera can pick it up so your viewers can see.
A different colouring on the lettering.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, there we are.
So this is the
that is significant changes.
Yeah.
Isn't it,
this is the kind of point where I'm at in my collecting, is these little differences, and plastic wheels, like you rightly said as well.
Right. Yeah.
So the one on the right's got metal. That one's got plastic.
Well. I can understand it, because the more this, when you get it together, you know, and we'll do sort of some group shots at the end. I mean, it really does look impressive when you get a lot of it together, like any
collection. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, and you got one more on standby over there.
We do, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to try and get all the early Massey Ferguson sets out first. We'll do like a red army, blue army kind of theme going on here. So the next one, again, it's one of my favourites, and it's taken me a while to get this one in such nice condition. I don't know, again, if you want to make sure the angle is all good on camera there.
This is
gift set 32.
Well, yeah, you can pop them right on top if you want.
Yeah.
That is, well, that's incredible, isn't it? That's a real...
So that is like, mint.
Yeah, that's as good as you're going to get on that one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken me a while to find them on this nice. And again, through my collecting, I often buy sets that will have a nicer box than mine. I'll just upgrade the box, or I'll just upgrade the model. Or if it's got a packing piece that mine doesn't have, I'll buy it, just swap it with mine and sell the other one back up.
It's funny, you know, just at the last Shepton show, I picked up one of the early Chipperfield sets, and the actual model is, I can't fault it in any way, but the box does have a little bit of wear, but it's reasonably common, but I can't find the two together perfect, so I may end up trying to find with a nice box but a damaged model and do a little swap round maybe. You know? Yeah,
I mean, that's definitely another way of getting it. I mean, it's a slightly longer way, but in the end I think you come out with a better result, and I think the end result for most of us collectors is to try and find it in the best condition you possibly can, and you know, buy what you can afford and buy the very best you can afford.
That's it. It'll pay off in the end. I mean, this is just amazing, isn't it?
You can take the packing pieces off. Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
And again, it's absolutely lovely. So it's a Massey Ferguson 65 tractor, like the other gift sets, but this one with a shovel. Again,
rammer on the back.
Yeah, and it's the pictures for me. It really does it. And again, variants like this gift set will commonly have unpainted arms. So when we come to do the loose models at a later date, you'll notice the tractors and the loose models will have painted arms. So this is all bare metal, and this is most common for this gift set.
Okay, I guess they thought because it's machinery, they could get away with it without having to paint it, save a bit of money.
And obviously, to the image on the front, it also depicts non-painted.
That's true.
As well. Not often. It doesn't always. Corgi, you know, they don't always kind of replicate the pictures on the front of the box. You often find different coloured models compared to the box. But for this set, it was common to have the.
I love the backdrop. Yeah, like the thatched roof there, and the farmer's house, basically, and a hay storage by the look of it.
Yeah, it's like we're in the countryside in Devon, Somerset, or it's
that's really good.
Absolutely.
You've got the farmer in situ there,
and in situ,
brilliant.
Which is lovely. And actually, I've even got the club slip with it as well. So
right, so that was in there. And was in there. This is to join the Corgi Club, is it?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
So. Kind of like CMC are doing now. There's the original.
Yeah, a bit like it. This was the original Corgi Club. Yeah. And that would have been issued in. That would have been in the box somewhere. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. So that's another lovely set we got there, and I think I've got another 1 or 2 sets, I believe. Yeah. So we've got one more of the Matty Ferguson set, which is. Okay, I'll put that one over that side. Please do.
Over there. That's it. And we should just have room for that one with a bit of that. Now this is huge, isn't it? Corgi Major.
This is a bigger one because, like I said, it features a combine.
Yeah. Okay.
And this set is a very scarce set. It doesn't come up very often. Like what we're saying about condition, this one, I mean, it's all complete. There's like no rips or tears to the actual box corners, but the box lid is slightly faded for me, and if I can find another one with a better box lid, I'll buy that and then put it on top of this set. But again, these sets don't come up very often, and like I say, I'm just very grateful to have a complete one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But please be honest and lift off the lid.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah, first of all, this one's nice because it's got all the inner packaging as well. That's very rare to find. I often see them for sale and it'll just be the models inside. And again, you've got the original instructions of it as well for the Corgi Massey Ferguson.
And that was really how they came on. It's just a little typed sheet almost.
I love all the details of that. We'll get this card bit out.
So that was just kept everything in position.
That's right. And here we are. We have the models to display. Do you know it's a common theme here, don't we? This Massey Ferguson 65 tractor with a trailer.
Oh, there it is. Literally again. Right.
3 times.
Well, that's it. Yeah. So, so that looks more in line with this one, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah. I think that one's got metal wheels, but again, they're all different variations. And this tractor was very common for it. Yes, it's got metal wheels, slightly lighter red, with a silver steering wheel and metal seat.
And the common harvester is a big piece. I mean, that's so intricate. I don't really remember ever coming across that before.
No. It is a big model. But like I said, the details in it are fantastic. And again, when we do the loose models, again, there's variants in these as well. And it's mind blowing. But all the little details of the die cast is fantastic. I mean, the molds were brilliant. And the fact that it's got movement, you can wind these wheels and it'll up and down the kind of tines at the front. But a lovely toy. Quite weighty as well. You feel that it's proper.
That's a serious bit of metal, isn't it? Yeah, wow. Oh, lovely. It is. They're really nice.
Built to last, and again, it's common that the tines over time they do tend to break. I think the metal expands, or it just end up snapping very easy. So to find them complete like that is fantastic. But this ends our little first segment of the gift sets. It's all the early kind of Massey Ferguson. So these range from like I think very early 60s to kind of mid 60s. Quite a range, and it's all based on the same tractor.
Well,
but absolutely lovely. And what we'll do, we'll move on to the Fordsons next.
Okay, brilliant.
And again, that'll be quite a range of Fordsons, as we know.
No worries. Okay then. So, what is this? Is another tractor?
It is another tractor. Yeah.
Fordson. Fordson Power.
Fordson Power Major, again, and this is probably one of the first gift sets of this tractor made. So instead of a trailer, it'll be a plough, and the plough is a common theme of the Fordsons, as we'll find out in a minute. But this is a gift set 18. Again, one of the first among the early gift sets, the Corgi Agricultural. Displaying this lovely box that I've got, I was kind of experimenting with someone. Funny enough, I was at Shepton Mallet, and there was a dealer that I think you filmed his store many times.
Alan Hall?
Yes,
yeah, he does his stuff like this, doesn't he? They're almost like bespoke, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it looks absolutely amazing, and it really took my eye away. And you often see these cases with action figures and graded items, and I thought, I'm going to try it. Well, obviously he does it with Corgi, and I think it looks brilliant. So I thought, he gave me the details of the chap who makes these, and I bought one off him, and I think I'm going to order some more. So I think they do look really good.
I know, certainly. I used to have some Star Wars figures. The firm was called GW Acrylic, and they just, I think, do action figures and some of the bigger play sets. Locally to us, there's actually a chap who does, but they're plastic. It's like hard plastic. But they're much cheaper than having an acrylic case. Yeah, and they're called Deflector DC, and they're sort of local to us. And he's done some paperbacks, but he does these sort of things, action figures and that, and very, very good. And he's bespoke, so you can actually take the stuff to him because he's local. Yeah, and he puts on his gloves before he even touches it. Wow, and he will like measure it, but like lasers and that, and produce the dedicated cases. Fantastic. It's an incredible thing. I mean, obviously, it would be a huge job to get everything done, and I can see. I mean, looking around us here, you've got a lot of it behind glass anyway, haven't you? But let's say for something special, it does showcase it, doesn't it?
It does. It look really nice, and it does protect it a little bit as well. You can handle it a bit more. Yes, So no, I think it looks great. I'll definitely be adding more. So it's great you mentioned. I might check out his work as well. So
I've done a couple of videos on the channel on Deflector DC, but it's predominantly his book protection rather than anything else. But the website is well worth a look.
No worries. Excellent. But like I said, this set I try and pick it up as best as I can, and again, the packing piece you don't see often with gifts at 18. I must admit, so I'm very lucky. I
know it's only a little bit of cardboard, but it's making it complete, isn't it?
It is. It stops the model rattling around. I think I've got some instructions in that box as well. Okay. I might. I don't know if I've got another one, but I'm just going to bring this set out now as well, because it is another gift set 18, and this is a common theme in my collection is again variants. So I'll leave it up to you, Jules, to spot the difference.
Okay. Testing you again.
Yeah, and the viewers as well.
Absolutely.
See the viewers would see. So again, same box.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
With the old pricing on.
Okay.
And again.
Okay, the wheels are darker, aren't they? The inners are darker orange. Yeah. Than the other one. What else? On the plough. That seems the same.
That's why I'll put you out of your misery. No, well done. It is the wheels.
Just the wheels.
Just the wheels.
Okay. But that's enough. It's a major difference. They're sort of more mustard, aren't they? Those are the orangey.
So this is like again a later edition of the set. So this was plastic, and that one's metal. And again, the obviously with orange plastic, and they've both hand painted kind of the metal wheels there. And again, later down the line, you see this quite often with the Fordsons, metal plastic wheels, slightly different shades of orange. And for some reason in the collection, Corgi Agricultural, the lighter orange wheels are known as yellow wheels. I don't know why. It's just as they're known, like yellowish wheels. Because I'm assuming that probably be more orange, but so again we're going into variants of stuff. So I've got to the point now where I'm just trying to look for it, and I've got a collector friend, Miguel in Portugal. He's got a fantastic collection, and I blame him really because he started me off on variants.
Really?
The stuff he's got is just way more than I have, and he logs it all, and he's got his own book, and it's fantastic. So I'm just starting to delve more into it in the Corgi Farm series.
It's brilliant.
So 2 gifts at 18s, both with packing pieces, which is lovely. Try and get them as best as I can. Now we're going to bring in
to one side.
Another gift set, completely new number. You think it looks the same or similar, but again this is a feature with the Fordsons. As is a Fordson Power major tractor with a plough. I'll pop the model on top. And again, we can probably spot the differences because there is quite. This set is newer. It was released at a later date.
Well, the plough seems almost completely redesigned in a way. I mean, it's different colours, and the actual paddles there are silver rather than the yellow. Are they plastic?
They are,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So yes, again, Corgi at the time, the models they were releasing was kind of to mirror the real life.
Okay.
In the 60s.
Yeah.
So obviously you see the updated plough like you mentioned. The Fortin tractor is also different, and it does mirror the real life tractor.
Oh, okay.
So again,
Oh yeah, I see it's missing like lights of the front.
well done. Yeah, well spotted. Yeah. So the lights are now inside the grille, as opposed to the outside.
Right,
I'll try and get a bit better angle of it. So inside the grille instead of outside, and that's the major difference. The also other difference for this model, I'll show you on the next one because this one's got its card bit on it. But the steering mechanism.
Oh, okay.
So they changed the way the steering mechanism works, and again, I don't know if it was more successful or not, but it's definitely more complicated on the newer one compared to the older one. I know on the older one it was just a single hook attached to your front wheels, as you can see down here on the model. I'm picking it up on camera. And then obviously the other end of that line to the steering wheel.
Right.
So when you turn it, it pushes and pulls. Where on this one, I wouldn't know how the mechanisms completely work on it, but it is a tad more complicated.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've got another one.
Okay.
And as a common theme,
that was the original instruction.
That's the original instruction sheet.
And also to join the Corgi Model Club.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'll pop that there, and then right, so to my untrained eye, this almost looks exactly the same.
And you are correct.
Oh, okay. All right.
Again, it's more in my loose, not loose collection. I said the loose models boxed. The box variations kind of come more into play. But there is. I mean, later on we'll see some box variations as well. So here's my other gift set 13.
Right.
So again, quite an easy variation to spot. Yes.
Much darker wheels.
Red wheels.
The red wheels.
Yeah,
really red, in fact, I mean, funny, when we look at them all, they are very distinctive different colours. It's not like it's very subtle.
No.
They are actual proper different colours.
It is, isn't it? I think it's the first time I kind of got them all out together. And like you saying that, I didn't really notice the different shades in orange compared to the plastic wheels. But you are correct. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's just wheel variations, and obviously the Fortin with the red, and Massey Ferguson as well. Again, I've got a couple of examples that we've got orange wheels, and they just must have been what they had on the production line at the time.
That's it, and
put on the model. So again, I could probably get this one out a little bit more, but the steering mechanism on that, again, it's just, I don't know how it fully works, but there's a lot more moving parts to it compared to and often I've come across models that they do break quite easily. And obviously, you've got to remember these are toys.
Yeah, that's it. Designed to be played with.
That's it. And but
we forget that sometimes. They weren't designed to be looked at all these years later.
That's it.
But once again, incredible collection.
So I've got a couple more with the Fortins as well. So these are the plough ones. So that's 13 and 18.
I'm going to make a little bit of room. I'm going to move these over to the right.
Please do, because these ones again are a tad bigger.
By the way, I love this backdrop here. This is like a shop display.
It is.
Corgi sign.
So it's an original shop sign. Again, I quite like picking up the signs. I've got a couple signs and shop displays, and I just, again, it's getting that feel of having a close to a shop as possible. One day I'd love some of these bigger display cabinets you see, like the mechanical one. There's like, I've had a glass one before.
I remember that. That was gorgeous. Wasn't it? Too good to keep. Almost.
Too good. It was just sitting in the room, not really being displayed. I thought, well, someone else.
Well, it was lovely, but you couldn't actually use it for that much, could you? It wasn't mega practical.
No.
That's the thing.
It was lovely to have. I just don't have the room to store these big displays, really, unfortunately.
The dilemma of the collector. We've not got enough space. None of us have.
Exactly. Right, so this next one I've got is gift set 33.
How brilliant is this?
So I'll let you do the box work. The box artwork's fantastic.
That is great. It's classic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's put that in picture. Yeah, very, very nice. Move that over there. So Fortin Power Major tractor with beast carrier and animals. Okay. So I'm expecting some cattle in a minute.
It is funny. I don't know why Corgi call them beasts. Yeah. Never mentioned as cows or cattle.
It's a little, I don't know, all creatures great and small. Veterinary, come around and...
Makes them sound like feral cows.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, in a child imagination, they could be. They could well be.
So, like you say, yet another gift set. So they call all these gift sets because they were like multi-part. Yeah, it wasn't just one single item. And well, look at this. So can we lift off?
Yeah, lift off. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. So once again, great backdrop artwork there.
Lovely, we can take the trailer off and you can have a look at the plinth, because the plinth in itself is fantastic.
It's a piece of work, isn't it?
It is lovely.
Yeah.
And of course the beasts. So it does feature the beasts. This is gift set. So 33. Obviously, main difference. It's not a plough. It's a trailer that carries cattle in. Noticeable features. Again, like you said, the gift sets. All these models were sold separately as well.
Yeah.
But again, it was just a sales tactic, or to kind of sell more models, I imagine, and bundle in gift sets.
It's something slightly more, someone's birthday or something. They get a gift set rather than a single model. Maybe.
As is common with most toys and collectibles.
It's like a special bit,
Yes, and for me as a collector, I just love these because again, it's more artwork for me.
Yeah,
they're just great to display. So,
really
but yeah, this is again a kind of a favourite of mine. I do like this. It does kind of show what we'll do. We'll show you can see the little beasts in there, with a straw base card as well, just to add that little bit more detail to it.
Yeah, incredible.
The back opens. We've got a brown tractor driver again, which is uncommon. We don't often see those ones. So again, it's normally it's the guy with the green jacket on in the other set. But yeah,
brown jacketed farmer.
Complete with one packing piece. There should be another one, but we'll see on my variant as is common again. We'll see the complete the packing piece. So that's that one done.
I'll move them to the back.
And again, we've got the same box. There is no variance on that one, so I won't tease you on that one. And here we are again.
A different model. So this one has got the two packing
pieces. Yeah. So that is complete, as would have been from the shop.
Yeah.
Different tractor driver, and again, it also features the red wheels. So
so red wheels, and the tractor driver he's aged slightly.
He has
slightly greyer hair now.
And a good moustache and facial hair as well. Yeah. So again, that's the kind of main differences with these. Also, again, it's just the little things, but I love it. It's what we're going to do. We're going to place these two plimps together.
Okay.
And I picked this up when I got my second set, actually. Right. So I don't know if Corgi made these plimps or they ordered them from a third-party company. But you can see the tractors are facing completely opposite directions.
They are indeed. Yeah. So what was going on there?
Yeah. So again, it might have been a run they had.
So that's also a big variant, really, isn't it?
It is.
You'd say that.
It is, yeah. I think I've got a couple of my other ones. It's the same as well. So it's just these little differences, and I was quite excited when I figured that out. I was like, is that rare? Is that not? Is it? But it's quite interesting. So,
but yeah, I mean, because the actual holes in the plinth are all they're scored, aren't they? They are. They're cut out deliberately like that.
Yeah.
But the backdrop picture is the same.
It is, that is exactly the same. Actually, funny enough, you're saying that. I don't know if it's because it's sun. Well, hopefully it's not sun damage. But like I said, that's a darker roof, and that's a lighter roof.
Slightly lighter, yeah.
But I don't think it would be sun damage because, like I said, the front is perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It may just be,
that could be the plinth front.
Or they may have taken the print for the second one, just used an original one of the first ones. So just use this. Yeah. And it's ended up coming out a bit fainter.
Who knows? Maybe. And again, this is like the conspiracy behind things. So many things in my collection, I'm like, well, we will never know unless there is any Corgi employees out there still alive.
Because there's not really any accurate records.
No, there isn't. I mean, I'll just use a lot of dealers' archives and websites, and obviously the Great Book of Corgi being
a good reference.
The good reference point with Marcel van Kleinbert. So, this is all our early fortunes, again ranging from like 60s to mid 60s. So
really fantastic.
A lovely display of models, lovely bright blue colours.
Yeah, absolute classic from the period, aren't they?
Yeah, to mirror the models at the time, or the real life vehicles at the time.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is an absolutely massive bit. Farming models.
Yeah,
And interestingly, for the first time, obviously seeing this close up, it's got TMC, which looks like an artist's signature.
I think it is actually.
Yeah.
I've not done much research into that, but I think you might be correct, because again, this image is quite famous among Corgi and diecast collectors. It is probably one of the best artworks Corgi ever did, in my opinion. They did a lot.
Reminds me of circus models, which they're
it did. I think it was gift set 23. They did a cracking image on there as well. But for me, I'm biased, I know, but it is this is the best. What a set this is, and I'm very fortunate enough to have two. But this, for me, was my holy grail for a long time, and a lot of patience and time's gone into this. Again, it's not the mintiest of mint, but they very often don't come up, and again, when they do, it is a lot of money, and my bank account probably can't really suffice to it. But
it's a work in progress.
It is. But this set is gift set 22, so it's kind of a mishmash of all the sets. It's a mishmash of all the sets we've just seen into one big. So again, this is complete with both polystyrene trays. You've got the top half and the bottom half. And there we go.
So that would have kept them in situ. And it's almost like it's made to be displayed, isn't it? They're actually at an angle, which is slightly weird, isn't it? I wasn't expecting that.
Again, our previous conversation, if only we had a time machine, I reckon probably shopkeepers at the time would have had these on top of cabinets like this to display them, because it does display very well. So this is the first edition. So again, we'll notice on the second edition the kind of variants, but the first kind of giveaway for these sets is the Land Rover at the back. So that is what they call a pea green Land Rover. It's a lighter green compared to the normal darker green 438 that you see sold loosely. So that Land Rover in that colour was exclusively for this set only.
I see, right.
However, there have been examples out there that have sold on their own. Again, who knows if that is legitimately or not, we will never know. But again, we do know that colour was sold with this set. We have a Massey Ferguson 65 with a hay fork this time, and compared to the ones with the gift sets earlier, and orange wheels, which is slightly rarer than the common red wheels with these. We have the Massey Ferguson combine, a lot of figures and churns, and the tipper trailer to go, and horse, Fortin and a plough.
Loads of it.
So a lot of features from different sets, and also I think that trailer as well is exclusively to this set.
This one.
The colour as well. The colour yellow, I think, is exclusively to this set as well. I don't think they are sold separately. But also we'll notice the tray alignment as well. That is also a variant. In the second, more later versions, they've slightly jiggled the tray about a bit as well. But this is our first one. Again, the bottom tray, I'm quite fortunate with this one. It's very nice and tidy. Often they
see these bits damaged, don't you? These end flat bits. I can see. And even the polystyrene is better than. It's still got the logo there. I mean, you find them literally hammered, don't you?
You do. And I say I'm very fortunate to have it. It is just missing the instructions and paperwork that would have like the Corgi Club model thing. But I could probably pick those up at a later date with another set and just pop them in.
To make the best possible one.
But if we get the lid back for this one,
absolutely.
It's quite interesting. This on a couple of my gift sets, I've done a bit of research. So we've got obviously the gift set 22 around there and the yellow on that side. Obviously, this one's got a little bit of damage in terms of where tape was at some point. But we noticed this code here, T971. And that meant it was a catalogue order.
That makes sense.
At the time, obviously, internet was non-existent, so we had a lot of catalogue orders. That's it. So that's quite exciting. I think that's quite unique and a nice little way itself. But what a display on the lid and the models.
Absolutely incredible piece. So, shall I pop that back on?
Yes,
of course. Another one here.
We'll get the more later version, shall we say? Again, we can probably spot the difference.
Okay, so a bit like the Chipperfield set again. There was a second version,
Yes.
Okay, now this is a couple of little. That would have been the toy shops mark.
That probably would have been the dealership.
The dealer.
I can't even.
It's a bit faded now, isn't it?
Yeah. But yes, I'd imagine that probably would have been a dealer at some point that would have done that. Again, similar lid. There's no variances within the box, apart from this one doesn't have a catalogue or the number, so I'm assuming it's got to be sold in a shop.
Normal retail, yeah.
So we have our tray.
Okay, this is like a memory game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So again, commonly we have our pea green Land Rover yellow trailer to the set, and Massey Ferguson with red wheels.
Okay, yeah.
So the more common version. We have our combine.
Yeah.
And we have our tractor, plough, and trailer. But do we notice any differences?
Well, the stuff's in the wrong. It's in a different order. These are different in a different position.
Similar, yes, yeah. So basically, on the previous set, we had the figures down here in this corner. Now replaced by churns. Figures are along the middle there, so that's a different arrangement. The top half, and that's the same. We have
that a new piece?
That is a new piece.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they swapped something out.
Yeah, so they got the tipper trailer, again a different tipper trailer, so kind of a hay trailer, and the tractor is different. So it's the upgraded tractor,
right?
So the more modern version with the modern plough instead of the older.
This might have come out a year or two after the original.
Possibly, yeah. I think this was probably one of the last lines they did. This tray configuration and models is a lot harder to. I mean, the set itself is scarce, but the later version is definitely a lot more difficult to find. But again, that kind of really concludes gift set 22. But it's again one of my favourites, and I'm just fortunate to have both kind of variations.
It's an incredible set, isn't it?
It is,
absolutely incredible.
Lovely.
Imagine getting that Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to know how much that would the money equivalent
retail was
as well.
Well, it couldn't have been cheap.
No,
but a beautiful set. Okay, so this is the Fordson Power Major tractor with beast, carrier and animals. Beast again, yeah. And this is another gift set number 1.
So I'm kind of glad you read that out, because it's not actually a Fordson Power Major tractor. So this is an early box of gift set 1. So this is probably one of the first boxes issued for this set, because they've overstickered it.
Right.
And as you can see, is actually gift set 1, not gift set, what was it, 33 I think, originally. So these were one of the first ones to come out, because they were using the old boxes. They must have had overstock of the old boxes, and they've overstickered it, so try not to get confused. So actually, you're right, I think it's a Ford 5000.
Okay.
Not far off.
Right, okay.
So we're getting into the kind of early 70s, like late 60s models now. So there will be noticeable differences, different models as well. So this is, again, as the sticker says, a Ford 5000 Super Major tractor. Slightly different to the Fordson Power Majors. Different vinyl stickers, different plastic wheels. Features a new driver. We haven't seen before. However, the plinth artwork kind of stays the same. Plinth artwork stays the same. They don't really kind of go into changing that. But again, this is the updated version of gift set 33. So we have the beast carrier again with the Ravage beasts. Four beasts, inside. But again, the outer box was a very scarce find for me. They don't come up very often because it's using the old box, but they've just overstickered it. But again, not a nice set, really nice set, and just wonderful model. I do like the Ford 5000s with that one.
Okay, well I'll pop them over there to that side.
We now have the same set, but the correct box, shall we say.
Okay,
I will notice the difference in the different illustrations.
Proper gift set 1. So there we are. So that's what it should have been.
Should have been. That's it. So
I even have the illustration on the back. Operating instructions.
Operating instructions. A lot of these later sets, they did away with the paper operating instructions.
Just did it on the
box. I did it on the boxes.
Fair enough.
Again, I must be a cost saving.
Save a bit of money.
Exactly. So now we've got the actual models themselves. Again, no variance really within the models. Actually, that set does feature some instructions. I know that.
That one has.
Again, Article 67. It's kind of just showing you how to attach ploughs and trailers themselves as well. So, but yeah, a lovely set. Again, like the features of the stickers.
Yeah.
There are variants within these tractors as well. I'm not sure if I've got one in these sets coming up. I might possibly do, but the hitch is a big variance. Like this is the earlier style hitch, which is longer.
Okay.
And generally made of plastic. They often broke quite a lot. So Corgi did upgrade them to a more, again, a metal style hitch with a shorter kind of swing arms on the back, which hopefully, if I've got a model in the gift sets coming up, I'll definitely show you. So that's gift set 1.
Okay, lovely.
So I'll pop those back on, and then we'll go on to another version of gift set 1.
Okay.
Again, these variant themes are popular. So in stages we have the very earliest of boxes with the over sticker. We have our standard issue box, and now we're going into our late issue box.
Okay.
So this is where the window boxes start to come into play.
Yeah. This is what, 69, 70 around.
I think it should say the date on the box. 1970. You are correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So same set. Nothing really much has changed. Again, there are like different variances with the later sets. Again, this is how deep I go into it. But even the tyres on the front are different compared to the earlier models. So these ones feature Corgi on the front tyres. There are earlier issues that don't feature that as well. But yeah, same kind of artwork they featured on the window boxes, but they just put them on the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, very rare. I don't see these come up very often. Like I said, but it's nice. I like the window boxes. They display very well. So
yeah, there was a £4 sticker on the side, and that's been crossed out. And they made it £4.50.
Too cheap.
Yeah, you don't often see that, but you do sometimes see it. Actually, I suppose.
Not in the sale. It's been inflation must have increased. Yeah. But all the different variants again. So we're going to start off with this one, which isn't the standard, but it's again a lovely feature box.
They're beautiful. Yeah.
Again, same tractor, just displaying a different implement on the back. In this case, it is the conveyor belt.
Wow.
Which again is quite a popular set.
Yeah.
The variants we'll find in these ones, again, is the packing pieces, which is quite interesting. So this set here is probably the rarest packing piece I've seen on this set, because I've not seen another one. So we've got a card piece that goes all around the model to protect it.
Yeah.
And here we have, obviously, and I mean a little bit on the exhaust there to stop that from breaking. But we have the models. We've still got the sacks in their original polythene bag.
They were to go up the conveyor belt.
That's to go on the conveyor belt, and we've got the hand back there. Who's, I don't know if we can see him on camera. I'll get him out.
Farmhand
as well. Farmhand for the sacks. And then the conveyor belt itself. And obviously, to find these conveyor belts complete, it's a scarcity in itself as well. Often we know old rubber, it dries up and crumbles. So very fortunate to have sets that still contain the original belts on. Another feature of these, another variant of these conveyor belts, this one here is what we have like cast wheels on.
All right. Okay,
So they got the little spokes kind of going around the wheels, and the standard variants and the earlier ones will have what they call spun hubs in Corgi terms, which is smooth kind of wheels on them.
I'm looking at the back here because
it's lots of adverts, lots of good.
It's the Land Rover.
So
Rice's pony trailer. Yeah.
So no space is spared on these Corgi boxes, are
making
they?
the most of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
It is. Always advertising.
That's an incredible set, isn't it?
It is brilliant. It's one of my favourites, and hence why I've luckily got 3 of them.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm not making any judgment.
No. I mean,
you are a real collector of these, and that's what you do if you specialise.
That's it. I mean,
it's fun to have the extra variants.
As collectors, I think we can never have favourites, but again, these are some of mine. So
very high up for you,
right. So start off with that one.
Okay.
again, same set, gift set 47, but it'll just be different packages. So this one here I've got now is the standard packing piece that was most common with these sets. But shows the model a bit more, it doesn't hide it as such. So no difference in box.
No.
But again, the card packing piece, different.
I see, yeah.
So again, we can just lift this one up.
Yeah.
Different style, it does protect the exhaust and everything still on the tractor, and kind of fits and shapes with the trailer. But again, it's a common, it's a weird one because these sets didn't always come with farmhands, and on the box it doesn't state it comes with farmhands. So some did, some didn't. Again, there's a bit of a misconception about that, if it actually did, if it did not.
Yeah, it only mentions the driver, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And I've looked on all the boxes I've got, and I don't think they mention farmhand at all on them, but some did. Again, this one features the sacks, along with a Corgi Model Club slip as well. Again, but that's what I try in my collection, try and get them as mint and
complete
as possible as I can. But yeah, another set, and again, smooth hubs on the wheels.
Okay.
We notice. I don't know if the tyres are slightly different on that one as well. That could be another feature. I might have to have a look at that later on. But yes, more little variants, and some people will be watching this and think, oh really, like that's something so little. And again, I completely understand that. I think to some people this might seem a bit crazy and a bit delusional, but for me it's what ticks the box.
This is what being a collector means,
Exactly. And then
you have actually got a third one.
Yes, I do. And this is probably one of the kind of later ones because it's plastic.
Oh yeah.
So we've got a plastic bubble.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, that is
absolutely incredible. And these don't come up very often at all. And I'll put
box is the same again. Pretty much.
Box is the same.
Yeah.
No difference. But again, that one features a farmhand. Which is
there he is. Yeah.
Different tractor driver as well. It's like the older style tractor driver on. Corgi Model Club slip. Plastic bubble on. Which again, if you're displaying it, you can see the model kind of better. It doesn't hide it as much as the cardboard ones. But lovely.
Absolutely incredible. Is this gift set number 9?
That's correct. Okay. Gift set 9.
Right.
Obviously quite similar to a gift set we looked at earlier, which was gift set 32. So same lines, same trailer. Obviously just the upgraded tractor now. So we've got them instead of the Massey Ferguson 65.
Don't know if we're going to get
that's fine. That's not a problem. This is the Massey Ferguson 165 tractor with shovel, driver, and tipping trailer. And the detachable rotors. Again, packing pieces, so very fortunate to have that. Again, that's just kind of how I like to collect them. Again, a lovely set. Again, plinth is very similar. The artwork is
it's the same, isn't it?
The same, yes.
The farmhouse and the hay storage.
Yeah, so the only real difference is just the tractor. The tractor is the upgrade of this one.
It's nice. I like the red colour scheme on that. That's really nice. Yeah.
And I think this tractor as well, this is one of the first tractors they introduced with actual simulated sound.
Oh, is that right?
So if I can try and demonstrate it with this one, it's the front wheels.
Yeah.
And as you makes a bit of an engine sound to it. It was one of I think it's the only tractor they did with the shovel, the 165, and it was sold loose without the shovel. So it made that simulated engine noise as well, which was quite interesting. So
brilliant.
But again, a lovely set. Don't often see them come up. So just
and that's in tip-top shape. It's interesting they've got first Doctor Who William Hartnell as driving the tractor this time around, because he's got really long white hair there, a bit like that first Doctor Who.
They've all got their little differences,
But no, it's brilliant, and these it's only when you pick it up you feel the actual weight of it. It's proper metal.
It is indeed.
It's a proper toy.
But
fantastic.
Built to last.
Okay, so I'll slide that one over.
Of course.
Keep it all bits together.
Fantastic.
And then into the side of the picture.
So again, another variation of that, not the models, but the box. So we now have the later window box version.
Got it,
So again, it's just featuring the same models, same trailer, but again, it's very scarce to find these window boxes. They don't come up for sale very often. I think less was made of the window box because I think it was before it was pulled from the production line.
I see.
But I love them because you can just display them and you can see the models. And again, for shop purposes, as a retailer, I think they would have probably looked good on the shelves as well.
Yeah, they could have stacked them up, couldn't they?
Yeah,
absolutely. It's got the original box art on the back.
Original box art on the back.
Just changing the Corgi logo.
Similar to the gift set one we looked at previously.
Yeah.
So, but if any of you, I am after a box version of this, which is very scarce. And again, I haven't found one for sale yet.
Yeah.
It is a window box, but it's what we call a rainbow box. So it's the darker blue / navy box with like a kind of like a rainbow pattern around the outside. So the same set.
Okay.
But I've been after one of those for years. Still haven't come across one.
Okay.
And then that would complete my box variations for this gift set.
Well, maybe send me a picture of it so we can put it up on screen.
Yes.
So we know which one you're actually after. Cause you never know, someone might have one.
And again, for archive reasons, I think that's a great idea. So yes,
so we got the full story,
perfect.
The full farming story.
Yeah,
brilliant. Okay,
excellent.
Lovely.
So we'll continue the Massey Ferguson theme. This is the later Massey Ferguson MF50B.
I know that's much later, isn't it?
It is, and this is the box I was talking about. So it's this style box.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But for gift set 9.
Absolutely. These are the sort of the ones that were around sort of what 78-ish around that time.
Yeah,
something like that.
And again, this was made in Hong Kong, or plastic components, made in Hong Kong, which states in the box there.
Yeah.
So again, later on in Corgi's production years, as we noticed, more plastic coming in and less metal and production saving costs, but still a great model, a real great model. And it's just kind of the line before the David Browns came in with the more plastic as well.
Right.
But I'm trying to see there, 1976.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I mean, these are the ones I can remember as a kid. You know, it was this style of packaging.
Yeah. But a great set. Again, a lot of components. As a kid to play with, featuring the sheepdog.
That's it. I was just thinking of one man and his dog.
But again, a very hard set to find complete.
Yeah.
Especially with
a price sticker on the original Woolworths. Yeah. $2.25.
This one took me a while to find in this condition. I managed to pick it up at NEC about a year ago now.
Yeah, the sheep and all in.
But it was actually nice to finally find one. So happy to add that to my collection.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's slide that.
And then we kind of got the predecessor to that one, which is again a gift set 4.
Gift set 4.
So same tractor, same kind of fence panel pieces with the sheep and the sheepdog, but again you got some happy chappies having a good time on the back of the trailer.
They probably had a bit of cider. That's what they look like. Don't they? They've had an afternoon having some cider, and a roll in the hay, quite literally. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people watching this thinking they might have used to done that on their family farm, sat on the hay trailer after harvest.
Absolutely.
But I think that's great. It's such a great set, and it just adds a bit of character to it as well. So this one again 74, so slightly earlier. Yeah.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
But again,
have fun with your farm set.
Yeah. But a great set of history. I think these later Masseys, they really do. It's the last of the metal Corgi, and it's still nice to see. So yeah.
Okay, so I backed out here now so that we can get a proper look at this gift set number 5. This is pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah. So again, this is kind of like a more modern, updated version of gift set 22.
Yeah.
Again, incorporating the later window box style and the later models to feature as well. This set again incorporates a bit more, a lot going on. It's got rid of like the bigger models such as the combine harvesters. So again, I think you get a little bit more for your money in terms of like there's a couple more models maybe in particular. I don't know, I haven't really counted, but it just seems like there's
a lot going on. It's quite busy, isn't it? So I mean, I've just come in, so we got
of course.
You've got the farmyard animals here, and they seem to be like feeding possibly, don't they?
Yeah, so they're on like a card stand as well. Yeah, same with the beasts, they'll be on their little card stands. But all these models again were sold separately. So you've got, like I said, you've got your sacks. We can lift the instructions out. Then you got your braves for the trailer.
Recognise those.
So these are the gift set 5 instructions. You have your churns, your figures, Corgi dog. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
There is, yeah.
But again, one of my favourite sets. It's just
It's amazing,
displays really well.
Yeah.
Again, you got a lot of bang for your buck, as to say. And as a kid, receiving this at Christmas would have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So, let's say brilliant window box on it.
A brilliant window box. Yeah, they are really, really fantastic boxes. So again, I've got two versions here.
So you've got a second one here. Now this has got like a. Well, what's this? Is it it's a Mr. Retailer?
Yeah.
Please remove. So this would have been to protect these in transit, so it didn't damage the bubble.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yeah. So it would have come from Metal Toys factory, probably shrink wrapped, I would imagine, with maybe 2 or 3, and they would have all had those retailer cards. So before they were put out on the shop, the cards would have been removed. So again, it's another scarce find really to have that retailer card in there. It really does add that extra bit to it. There are 2 versions, so I'll briefly talk through what they are. So the set we got open at the minute is what we call the second later version. It features again a more kind of hard to say, a different green colour shade, green Land Rover at the top.
That's slightly metallic-y, isn't it?
It is, it kind of features that at the time.
Okay.
We've got obviously different tyres on the model. So we've got down here on the Dodge Q Fargo, it will have the later style tyres. Later style tyres on the Massey 165. And again, I think there might be different wheel variants of the disc harrows as well. Later tyres featured on the trailer. And there's a slightly different tray layout as well. So the tines in the earlier set would have been more prominent over here, and you could see it within the display of the box. So the earlier set back there, it just features a darker green Land Rover. It'll have the earlier style tyres on, and again a little bit of a box configuration. And not a lot in it, but again it's just these little bits.
And having this one here, which is like you say straight from potentially the
store.
The store, it's just incredible, isn't it?
No, I'd love to see how it survived like that as well.
Amazing.
which is fantastic.
Amazing.
Original window, everything's still intact.
Just need the shrink wrap set of 3 now, or whatever.
Yes, please.
Or 2 even,
Yes, please. I mean, I've got a couple trade items in my collection, but not a gift set one yet. So they probably are out there, hidden in someone's attic or loft or storage.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you just don't know. At least one somewhere. Fantastic.
But no, it's great to have these 2 big sets as well, and I think it compares to gift set 22. I don't know what viewers, what's your favourite? Do you prefer the early gift set 22 or the later gift set 5?
We are welcoming comments on these down below. Fantastic. Right then, so this is a Land Rover. This is gift set number 2 then.
That is correct, yeah.
Right,
so, again, one of quite a few gift sets with Land Rovers that Corgi did. I mean, the Land Rover is probably one of their most popular models over time. Of course, features very heavily in agriculture as well. So this lovely set with a packing piece. Again, notice this the earlier style Land Rover body with the pea green kind of paintwork as well, as opposed to like the later pea green one in the gift set 22. But again, it's a lovely set, complete with the horses and the rice horse box as well. All complete with the packing pieces and the box to go with it as well. But again, a firm favourite of mine. My old man used to restore Land Rovers, so they have a big place in my heart. So again, collecting these it's fantastic, and again it's another model that displays very well. I am missing a set of gift set 2. They did release a later set, again Land Rover horse box, but it was all tan.
Okay.
So the Land Rover and the Horseback were in like a tan colour, so that's on my list at the minute to try and get a nice example of that to go along with this one.
Okay.
But I do have the one after that as well, so I just need the middle one. So this is gift set 15.
Okay.
Again, come along a lot later on, featuring a different colour Land Rover, the Corgi Pony Club.
All right. Yeah.
And a bigger kind of rice horse box as well with the blue version. So I've got a couple variants of the horse box on its own, but again the nice style window box, kind of similar to the tractor ones.
Great artwork as well, isn't it?
Great artwork. It looks like a country show, doesn't it? Or
does indeed.
County fair,
Let's go to the show jumping.
It's fantastic. You can get absolutely lost, but your mind just goes
Yeah.
thanks to these artworks. But those are the only kind of 2 Land Rover gift sets I have. I've got many more Land Rovers in the collection, but again, I'm after that tan colour one just to add to these 2 as well.
Brilliant. Well, we look forward to the Land Rover special.
Yes, yeah. No, I know a lot of people like them. A lot of people like Land Rovers. Now,
this fantastic.
This is a really nice set, this one.
Number 21.
It's at 21.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's a ERF drop side lorry and platform tray with milk churns.
Yeah.
So you would consider this under your farm collection because of the milk churns from,
yes, that is
were,
exactly right. Yeah, it's technically in Corgi's eyes, it's not an agricultural model. I think they were just released as part of like heavy haulers and part of the lorry section. But because the load with this one is milk churns, I consider it as an agricultural model. It was a must-have for me to have in my collection. It did a couple ERF gift sets. There's another one with like planks on as well, which is quite hard to find. But again, a really nice set, and I think the colours are lovely. So we'll bring the models over.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
I think this had a packing piece originally, but again, I don't unfortunately have that. But I do have the adhesive stickers that it would have come with, because it has with the boxes. They do kind of.
There's quite a bit in there, isn't there? You can see by the look of it. Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, you can go wild and stick them on anywhere. But yeah, it's quite a nice set to find, and again, a lovely display piece. Lovely colours, that white and blue. It's quite prominent.
Very nice. It's very Corgi, actually, isn't it?
It is very Corgi. Yeah.
Look at all that milk.
But again, a heavy set, because again, all die cast metal.
Oh yeah, really feels it. Actually, yeah. What year was this one?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I want to say 21. It was like I really am guessing. Maybe someone could correct me, but I want to say like mid-60s.
I was thinking 65 or something like that.
But, but it is a lovely set.
Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely lovely set. And that really kind of completes our
first video. Okay, so that was absolutely fantastic, Cam. Thank you very much for taking us through this first part of your amazing collection. It's I'm very jealous, actually. It shows your absolute dedication to it, and it really is to be commended. So I hope you've enjoyed that one at home. I mean, as we put up the pictures of the collection now, it's been really fantastic to see it in the flesh, and there's so much more to come. So at least another couple of videos, I would think.
Oh, definitely.
Callum. Yeah, definitely. To do the rest of it. Maybe we'll even do your partner's My Little Pony one day.
Oh, well, if the viewers request it, then yes.
If there's demand, we'll do it. Yeah, absolutely.
No, definitely. You are more than welcome to film that. That's fine.
Oh, no worries. Well, thank you very much once again for showing us around. If you've enjoyed this at home, do please give the video a thumbs up. Do please share it across your own social media with your collecting friends as well. Make sure they all see it as well. If you're not already, do please hit the subscribe button for regular vintage diecast and especially Corgi and Matchbox content. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.